So
So
pretty
another
practical.
practical application, Seth. I'm a manager. I've got to review some deals that are coming up in my forecast. I was not on the call, so I'm reviewing a call recording from a deal that is in pipeline or is committed in my forecast.
Yeah.
How do you approach that call recording?
I don't think there's a silver bullet to it. It depends on the scenario, right? I think the mindset that I would go through is, let's say it's a later stage deal that I'm reviewing that I missed, that maybe I was supposed to be a part of or not. I think in this scenario, I'm going to look in the topic side. I'm using Gone example. They have a topics tab. If I know something in the deal strategy conversation I've had with that rep, I'm going to go find that point in the call and figure out what the guy said. So let's just say we haven't agreed on timeline of when they're actually going to implement. I'm going to go look for timeline in the call to find that, go to that and listen to what the prospect is saying. Or, what we hear oftentimes, especially these days, is, there isn't a critical event to this deal. Well, anything that's around that topic, I'm going to go dig into and listen to what the prospect is saying, and then work with my rep on some deal strategy post that.
Yeah, a couple other additions there. You definitely want to look at the end of the call. Critical to listen to the last couple of things that were discussed, next steps, what is on their process, what did we agree to really understand how the call ended, which is really important. The other thing is leverage the capabilities of whatever your call recording tool is. If it's got trackers, if it's got topics, if it's got skip to those areas. If one of the things that is really critical is implementation discussion, search for implementation. Don't listen to a 45-minute conversation. Jump to the things are important so that you can really get a sense of things. Because as a manager, if you have to review 10 or 15 of these, you won't have 10 or 15 hours to do it. So jump to those areas that are important.
Yeah. And I think the last tip on that note that I like doing, sometimes I like listening to music when I'm going through pipeline and looking at clients, look at the transcript. So if you don't have the ability to listen to something, you can look at the transcript and follow along. So another hopefully helpful tip for you. Thank you for listening to this series on time management for managers.